Okay, so we're looking at a spreadsheet, a digital spreadsheet. This is Microsoft Excel. Now, a long time ago, people used to have big pieces of paper with lines, sort of like what you see here, and they would use this to record numbers, information. Now, if they're running a business or something like that, they would use this in numbers, and this would be how they keep track of what they sold and what they spent, how much money they had, and how much they spent on items, and if they had a profit at the end of the month. I mean, these are really useful piece of technology, even when it was paper, because you have the lines and you can easily keep track of things. Well, Microsoft created a digital version of that called Excel. Now, it's just like a paper spreadsheet in that it has lines, but it's much better because it will do calculations for you. You can save it digitally. It's much larger than a piece of paper would have been. You have more rows and columns. But it's similar in the way that these down here are sheets, like there would have been sheets in the paper. And this is actually called a workbook, like you would think that a spiral containing this type of paper would be. Now, if you look up here at the top, you've got the same kind of toolbar that you do in Word. It's called the ribbon toolbar. You have your tabs here. You've got the file, home, insert. And if you look around, there's a lot of things that are really similar. The way that you can edit font, you can do certain text alignment and things like that. You can insert pictures and clip arts and screenshot just like you can before. You can have a header, footer. There are lots of great things that you can do. Okay, so this video right here is just giving you a brief explanation of what this is. We're going to get into more of these things, a lot more of them later. But I want to show you just one really quick thing that you need to know moving forward. Microsoft Excel is broken up into rows and columns. The columns you see here are labeled with letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and they continue on and start doubling. So when we get to the end, it becomes A, B, B, you know, those types of things, right? On the rows, they are numbered and they go down really far as well. When you click in a particular cell, it is a combination of the row and the column. For example, this one right here is in column C, row 5. So if you look right here, it tells you in the name box that it is C5. Another example, column E, row 2 is cell E2. Column B, row 12, is cell B12. Now to put things into a cell, you simply click on the cell and start typing. I can put words and I can put numbers such as 1, 2, 3, whatever you want. Now to edit a particular cell, you have a few options. If you want to completely overwrite what you already have in there, click on the cell and type something else. It will change it. If you want to edit something specific in here, let's say I misspelled words, I can double click the cell and a cursor will appear and allow me to edit. I can also click on a cell and then click up here in the function bar or the formula bar and make my edits there as well. So we've started Excel. You've seen the ribbon toolbar. It's very familiar to you. You might even notice some of the functions like editing and formatting the font, the alignment, and inserting. Saving them is the exact same way. We've talked about what the purpose of this is and how it's laid out in both columns and rows. We've also said that each particular cell has an address of sorts. This particular one being in column D, row 5, so it is cell D5. We also showed how to put information into a cell by clicking in the cell and putting whatever you need to put in there. To edit that, you can either override it by clicking and changing it. You can double click in a cell and have a cursor and change it. Or you can click in a cell, then click in the formula function bar up here and change it there as well. Okay guys, this concludes that video, and you're free to move on.